many total Jazzmasters do you have?
Not a lot, not millions. 10, I think, maybe 12, 11 or 12, maybe probably 12. There's more, but I've got lots of other ones, made up ones, Japanese ones, copy ones, so maybe 25, but 12 good ones. Would much prefer that, actually. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
So you became kind of a collector of them. Right?
Kind of, but I need them. I need them. I need more. You know, I do, because every time I have new songs with different tunings, you know, it's just kind of like, what am I going to do? It's hard to tune live, you know, like go from one extreme tuning to another without the neck just going, what? And sort of then going, okay, oh, it's okay. Each guitar kind of suits what's happening. When I first knew about it through bands like The Cure, you know, and I was a big fan of The Birthday Party, and Roland Howard played a Jaguar, and it was the shape, you know, because I wanted that shape, you know, but I actually had seen a Jazzmaster in Ireland, you know, until 88, really, you know. A friend of mine, Bill Carey, he basically, when Creation Records had decided they wanted to make a record with us. Anyway, my friend Bill, this was like, you got to use my guitars, and one of them was a Jazzmaster. It was a 64, a red 64, and it just happened that the tremolo one was set. Some of them they can all be a bit different, but his one was just set that it was kind of unusually high, you know, just by pure luck. And I picked it up and started to kind of go, well, this is cool, you know, and literally, the first song I ever did using it was a song from the Made Me Realize EP called Thorn. That was the first hour I discovered it, and then in this 2 hours later I did a song called Slow, which was the first time I did that melted kind of effect. I put it through a reverse reverb and then thought, that sounds good, and I thought, oh, turn the tone down. I thought, wow, it sounds totally like some weird tape sort of copy of a copy of a copy, and then it was playing fast and it started bending the tremolo arm and it started going. It all happened in like one afternoon, and I was like, wow, this guitar, I've never come across anything that can do that, you know. This one has been the main guitar I've used now since I got it, which was in 2002 or something. Me and Jay were in Denmark Street in London. There was a really good guitar shop there called Vintage and Rare. We saw this on the wall, and it was expensive for the time. I thought I'll try it anyway, you know, because it's just like so nice. And I tried it, and then Jay tried it, and he was playing away, and he was just like, get it, you know. And I was like, okay, that's all I need to hear. It's totally 59, but the finish was apparently done in 64. You know, I have a funny feeling though that the metal thing makes it a bit more, a little brighter, zingier. I don't know what it is. Having that, you know, that finish should have killed some of the tone. It didn't at all. I don't know. It just was always. I always thought it was a great look. It seems to go forward. You know, I mean, those guys who made those guitars, they knew about cars. You know, and they knew how to make things look like they were going forward. You know, it's kind of going, flying, you know, through space. So. And this one's actually got a really, really nice high body. It's really, really light, but it's quite a fairly chunky neck, but the profile gets heavier as it goes up. One of those really good bargains, you know, because it would have been refinished. It just doesn't go out of tune, you know. It's quite heat resistant and temperature resistant. When I start using this, it's near the end of the set, and the room's as hot as it's going to get. And it's just like, doesn't care. Back in 2008, and we got 3 custom shop ones at the same time. And this one was just the lightest, to me, more resonant one. Yeah, this is When You Sleep, and I'll play that one. That's for that song, very much. well, this is this, that's that, the tape business, because I don't allow it to go in. It has to be very loose so that when I'm playing, I'm not actually, if I don't want to, it doesn't actually affect the, nothing's happening, you know what I mean? I don't want it to happen. Want it to, don't want it to. Do you know what I mean? It's still moving just as much, do you know what I mean? And that's the idea, it has to be very loose for that to happen. And then the bridge itself, I pull back as far as possible. It just means that as it moves, it's going like this more as opposed to doing this. So I never go, ever. You know, it's impossible. I can't do it. It's like there's nowhere to go. It is important as well for the chords, because if you're bending chords a lot, people's brains, they need to hear where it comes up into tune. You know, if you're bending up and down, it's just like, you know what I mean? Just wobbly, nothingness. But if you're kind of going up into tune all the time like that, like in tune, like that, your brain hears the tune, hears where it should be, and it kind of ignores the fact that actually 50% of the time everything I do is out of tune. Jaguars and Jazzmasters were both what I used, you know. I just gravitated nearly solely to the Jazzmaster in the 90s. I was already a massive fan of the shape, you know. I didn't realize I didn't know what this was all about until I discovered it, you know what I mean? It just meant I couldn't play guitar without this.